Good morning, everyone. So I wanted to show you guys the renovation process of where I live at in public housing. So this is a building that they have already moved everybody out of, and they are starting the demolition process of the apartment of each one of the apartments. This building is fairly long, as you can see, and so over here in the next to the apartment, as you can see, they have refrigerators and stoves and stuff out there as well, that they took out of each one of these apartments. And so I'm gonna kind of lower this back down because I don't want them to see me recording them. So just give me just a second, you guys. But yes, I kind of lowered it back down. But I'm gonna step back a little bit and just continue to talk to you guys. So anyway, I live in the low income housing here in South Carolina, and I talked to you guys about and I told you guys that they're renovating our apartments. So they have done the outside. They've done a portion of the outside. They actually put on a new roof. I'm gonna step back just a little bit because I'm trying to step back so they don't see me recording them, because they're walking. Some of the contractors are walking by. As you can see, he's about to enter this unit on the end. But if you can see there, I lowered my camera. They have actually went ahead and put on a new roof. They took the roof off the building and put on a new roof, and the white part of the building is siding. They put on new siding, so because we had like blue siding before. And so what they're gonna also do to the exterior, they're gonna paint the brick of the exterior there, and they're gonna put in new front and back door exterior doors on there. And they did put on new spouts, and as well as new what you call it, it's downspouts and gutters is what they put on. But yeah, so you can see that they have the whole building like fenced in. And so like I said, I'm trying to step back because I don't want them to really see me recording them. But this is my view from my apartment. And so we are up next to be renovated, you guys. And so I'll be moving out of my apartment soon. I have to pack everything up, and I have to, box everything up, and I'll be moving to another unit on the property while they work on my building. So I just want to come and show you guys the process of a renovation for public housing. And if you don't know what public housing is, I'm going to explain it really quickly. Public housing, is housing that you can apply for if you are low income. In order to live here, you have to make a certain amount per your household. So for example, I have a household of 2, me and my daughter, and my income cannot be above a certain level to live here. And so they base my income off of 30% of my income. So for and I'll tell you guys what I pay for this 2-bedroom. Max market rent is about $900 to $1,000. So what I pay is about 30% of that. I pay $462 a month to live here. So yeah, you can't really get any cheaper than that. But however, it's based on my income, and there's a lot of rules and stipulations about living here, and they're very nosy. They come through your bank statements, they check your paycheck stubs. You have to get recertified every few months, and they're very invasive. They really have very little privacy. They come in and do inspections and stuff. But the particular housing development that I live in, the apartments were almost condemned because the ceilings, and I'm going to show you, the ceilings in our apartments were falling down, you guys. So they came in and they put in these support beams, and then the state came out and looked at the apartments, and they realized that we were still, they were saying that these apartments were almost inhabitable, that we should not be having to live in these conditions. So the people that came and bought these apartments a couple of years ago decided that they were going to rehab them, which basically means they was going to come in and renovate them. But then COVID came and the pandemic came, and it pushed it back. So during that period of time, some apartments here, the ceiling fell on two of the units, and in one particular unit it fell on the person. So once that happened, the state HUD housing was called out, and the state of South Carolina was called out, and they were looking at the apartments, and they noticed that in several of the units they had the same issues with the ceiling. So they went from building to building to find out that a lot of the units had the cracks in the ceilings, and that these apartments were about to be condemned. So the company had to come in and say, okay, enough is enough. It's time to now go ahead and renovate. So so I'll go more in detail in another video, but I just wanted to show you what is going on. I'm kind of spinning around a little bit so you can see. And like I said, during this process, they have gated this building so that no one may enter the building. And the people that were living in those apartments, I think it's about 8 apartments in this building. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units in that one particular building there. Those people have moved out about a month ago, and so they actually moved them to another. They moved them to a unit that has not been rehabbed, and they're working to rehab these units. And once they have these units finished, the people will be moving back into them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If you have any questions, just leave the questions and comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate you guys for watching.